Hi. This is the first time that I own one of these. Um it's clean. I don't know why I looked at it as if it was not. It's clean. It's super clean actually. Uh it's new, and so I decided that yesterday that I wanted to use it, and so I cleaned it up, I washed it. And for one to wash it well, you have to take off this little rubber thing that I am not going to take off because God knows it took me a while to get it in the right place. Because again, it is the first time that I own one of these types of bottles. And so yeah, I didn't know till yesterday, but you really do have to put it well there, like get it in there for you to be able to close the bottle the right way, for you to be able, because it also has, which I find really cute, it also has this handle for you to kind of like carry, and I love to do that. I love to carry this bottle around by grabbing it from here. Super practical. I love that. And I also love the color because God knows that I love this shade of greens, because especially this one, I feel like it suits my skin tone so well. But anyways, I was not able to put this little rubber thingy to get it in there the way that I should have for me to be able to close the bottle. I was lazy to do so, and so I was just yesterday I just had the bottle like this. I didn't need to take the bottle out or something, and so like in my room, with water without the lid, it was not necessary. And I told myself yesterday I am going to put this rubber thing in the right place, because I will want to close the bottle of water. I will want to carry it with me around. I have to do it, so I will do it. I did not remember today. And so I was, I cooked myself some things for a little bit later on in the day, and I was in the kitchen cooking. I don't know, just having fun, honestly, cooking for myself. And I was like, of course I'm gonna want a little bit of water later, so I'm gonna fill this thing up. And so I filled it up. I didn't close it well, and I just did something like that, but it's not closed. It's not fully closed. I got distracted while doing my other things, preparing my food and shit. And also, I was playing with my little dogs and I got extra distracted. Also, I was singing and having fun in the kitchen with myself. I was with myself just having fun, and I forgot. I completely forgot that I did not close this thing well. And so I my kitchen is in the downstairs part of my house, and I wanted to take the bottle upstairs. So I grabbed it from here because I also kind of like took a plate of something. I just wanted to snack a bit in my room, which is upstairs. I wanted to have water alongside with my little snack. The thing is, dude, I don't know, and here's the kind of like the main point of my story. Sometimes God, the universe, really does love you, and I feel like I was loved by the angels, in 100%. because as you just saw, I grabbed it from like that, and it just came out so easily, and it has no weight, it has no water in. So I don't know why or how, but I'm now convinced that an angel was pretty much just like putting its hand right here. Because the thing was filled with water. Filled. It was just here, you know? So I took it. The little rubber thing was not properly put. I didn't really close this thing. It was so loose, is what I'm trying to say. And so the moment, right? Because there are, mind you, a lot of stairs to get to my room. And so that's why I'm still amazed. And I seriously cannot believe what happened to me. Or that happened to me. That's why I'm just also like, my mind is now all over the place. I don't really know. I haven't really been able to process it because I don't really know what would have happened to me or how I would have reacted had this thing fallen in the stairs and the water just... And with this, I think you know where my story is going. I don't know why or how, as previously mentioned, but I was able to carry this thing from here, like all the way up, without any single drop of water spilling. And the moment I step in my room, like the moment I just put just a single foot, this is also amazing. Can we just please talk about how fucking amazing this was? Because it was almost a synchronized fall. I, of course, now say it kind of like laughing, but the laughter is still out of nervousness because I still cannot process what happened. Also, I feel like I'm missing little earrings and a little necklace. Which brings me to the point. If you happen to know a place in which I can find really nice jewelry, because God knows I need it now, or yeah, but I don't want it to be like super expensive. I'm not that rich yet. Where is it? Holy. Okay. The moment I just put a single foot in my room, that's the moment when this thing decided to fall. That's the moment when every single square inch in my floor was... water was just everywhere. It just... dude, it was everywhere. And because I had my little snack in the other hand, I could not do anything but just stare. I feel like because I wanted to react like quickly, but it's kind of like those moments in which your brain realizes at the same time in which things are happening that there's not really much you can do. And so the only thing you can do, or at least this is what happens to me ever since I've been a little kiddo, when kind of like really surprising and unbelievable things happen, I just stand there and stare. Because kind of like at the same time my brain is telling me, dude, there is not really much you can do. Like, you're better off just standing still for a while, see how this situation develops, and then decide what is the best action you can take in order for you to prevent this thing from further going on. And so that's what I did. I just stood still because I immediately thought like, dude, and I mean, I'm not looking for like ovation or some shit like that, but I feel like it's nice to recognize in you good things. And one of the good things that I recognize is that I can think really fast, really quickly, and so I was thinking at the same time and immediately almost about everything. I was like, I have a snack in my hand. I am not going to throw it away for the sake of me bending in order to pick up the bottle, because then I am going to make more mess than it already is. It's just water. You can clean it like real fast, real quick. What can you do? Like, it's spilling. Like, it's already wet. This situation is happening really, in a very fast pace, You're better off just like, I don't know, kind of like waiting for the water to stop spilling that much or that fast. Because there will be a point, because of how the bottle is built, in which the water is, unless you kind of like kick it from here, it's going to spill everywhere. Holy shit, I seem to not understand, right? And I was like, and then you decide where to put your foot and where to put your feet, how to make your next moves. Because if you just kind of like step real quick and you want to run, you can fall. And you remember, you value yourself too much in order for you to fall down and hurt yourself. You don't want it. You don't want that. We don't want that. I love me. I don't want that. I don't want anything bad happening to me. And so I decided that I was gonna leave my snack elsewhere where it would not get wet, by really measuring where my next steps were going to be in order for me to be okay and not fall and not hurt myself, therefore. And so I then, after deciding that, how to move, putting my snack on the table, which was the most intelligent thing for me to do, because if I were to put it in the floor, it was going to get wet. Jesus. And then I bent and picked up the bottle. And then the moment of disbelief hit. That moment where it's just like a moment of disbelief, in the sense of like, shit, like, what do I do now? It just hits you, and it happened. It hit me, and I was like, just like, like, well, there it is, water, water all over your floor. Something that did kind of like hurt me as well was that it was perfectly purified water, perfectly, I don't know, purified by the filter for a human to drink. I don't know, man. I was just like, oh shit. And then, also zum Glück hatte ich etwas, how do you say Jerga in Alemán? I had this little, like, that's something that I could clean the floor with, by my side. Zum Glück, nochmal. Da ich etwas früher damit gemacht habe, und so habe ich auch gedacht, dass that things happen for a reason and because of something. Because I earlier used that thing in order to clean something else, and decided that I was going to leave it in my room because I didn't want to take it downstairs, and so that's why I left it there. And then all these kind of like things started hitting me. Like, I started realizing lots of things. First of all, like, what beautiful powers and beautiful things of the universe, God, the angels, whatever, were taking care of me in order for me to clean the water in my room, in the floor, and not the whole stairs. Because had it fell in the stairs, then I would have had to clean like a lot, because water would have been everywhere, pretty much everywhere. And like, dude, it would have just, I started thinking about as well, about that thing as well, that I would have reacted if it were to have fallen like elsewhere in the house. I would have probably gotten like really angry, really mad, and really annoyed. That would be the word, annoyed. Whereas here, I was just in an attitude of disbelief, and kind of like nervousness and everything, because I did start thinking that has it not happened to you that some things like really incredible in the sense of like they just amaze you because of how strong the series of events were? Like, has it not happened to you that after that you're not really able to process it, but rather it will take maybe like a day or a couple of days for you to process it and be like, what happened and why did it happen in the best way possible that it could have happened? Like, you kind of like start feeling this love with which the universe, the whole existence is made out of care. Like, it just is there for you to take care of you. That's what I felt, and it just feels good, but I'm still in disbelief and I'm still processing it. And I don't know, because dude, as I told you, it has nothing, and if I do that, it just falls. I now closed it well, but it just falls. Like, how could it have happened that it was filled with water and it did not fall? Like, on my way here, because not only had I not closed the bottle well, I mentioned this little rubber thing at the beginning of my story because it was not placed in the right place, or as it should have been placed. Because obviously this rubber thing is there for you to really grab the bottle of water, because it makes this friction that allows it to be super well closed. It was not well placed. I did not close it well. It was heavy, really heavy, because of all the water that I filled it with. And then I walked lots of stairs to get here. I really cannot believe it, because some things really do happen to you in the best way possible that they could have happened. And this is one of them. And so when I was cleaning, I was just like really amazed, and I was like trying to process it. And then I was cleaning. As I was cleaning and feeling and like that, and thinking all of the things that I told you already that I was thinking, I kind of like laughed out of pure nervousness and out of pure disbelief. That is the word that defines this little story of mine, disbelief, you know. But also, like, I'm grateful that it happened the way it happened, because something just took care of me real well, and something just loves me a lot for it to have taken care of me the way that it did. And it was just love. Like, taking care of me, making sure that I learned a lesson in the best way possible, in the best and most like caring and wholesome and lovely way possible. Because now a lesson has been learned by me. First of all, talking about this little rubber thing, I have to place it real good. Second of all, always close your bottles, and seriously make sure that it is well closed. Even kind of like make some tests before, in this case, filling it with water. And third of all, just, I don't know, prendre soin de moi, take care of myself. And so that's another lesson, that it was not direct but a very indirect one, but I learned it to take care of myself. I'm still shocked. That's another word that I didn't mention, but that it perfectly defines how I feel in the situation, in this story. I feel blessed, grateful, but also in disbelief. I'm still processing it and still shocked, not gonna lie. When I think about it, I'm just like, oh, what happened and why? Thank you, but like, how and why, you know? So in order for me to kind of like distract myself, I'm just gonna take my shock out, or try to do so, by playing a little song that I could not take out of my head this morning. But yeah. Aber ich muss sagen, dass das hier ist das erste Mal, dass ich mit diesem Instrument dieses Lied spiele. And so I don't really know how it's gonna turn out to be, but especially because I feel still shocked. Okay, so okay. Yo, how was this thing? Okay, I want to be able to remember. Okay. Okay, how about I just put it here for it to be small, and speed number 2, and let's hope for the best. My way home, you said go, making up problems that don't exist. Why do I let myself dream like that? Okay, I need to take my nervousness out, because this is kind of like preventing my voice from being a decent one. I'm good. No, I need to listen. With love and it ends with you. Don't go outside, stay just tonight. I hope my mind got it. Okay, where is it? Share the same rule. It starts with love and it ends with you. Don't go outside, it's dangerous tonight without me right by your side. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna play it as I don't know, as I remember. Maybe, okay. Why is it not moving? Confusing friends, but perhaps it's just my stupid head in the end thinking, should I wait here or make my way home? You said go, making up problems that don't exist. Why do I let myself dream like this? We're falling away, my body's in space, 'cause we are going home. There's nothing you or I can do, so let the stars fall. 'Cause from up here the sky is my thoughts, and we are all so small. Using our hair complement one another, yet sell my own bones for sapphire stones. 'Cause blue's your favorite color. Fuck, We are all so small. We are all so small. Heart and the earth share the same rule. It starts with love and it ends with you. Don't go outside, it's dangerous tonight without me right here by your side. Take you which way to go. Oh, fuck. Missing pieces of my skull. Someone patches my own soul. I can't believe I fucked that last part up. Missing pieces of my soul. Some patches in my own soul. I really like that song. And because I wanted to make another take, but maybe this is just a sign that I have to stop it here. So bye.